Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer chose this electric bike after seeing mostly glowing reviews for a similar model, prioritizing a more powerful motor over features like a headlight, fenders, and a rear rack, which they felt were easily added if needed. The fact that the company had a support center in Texas was also a plus. Our reviewer found assembly surprisingly straightforward, with clear instructions and no need for the brake or derailleur adjustments that plagued other bikes they researched. They praised the aluminum frame's solid construction and excellent finish. However, the bike arrived with a damaged dashboard, the control panel for the electric functions. This client contacted the company, who promptly offered to send a replacement. When the part was backordered, they even sent a free beverage holder as compensation for the delay, demonstrating a genuine commitment to customer satisfaction. The only real downside, according to this client, is the user manual. While assembly instructions were great, the instructions on operating the bike itself weren't as clear. Some better tips on the electric functions and perhaps basic derailleur operation for cycling novices would be a big improvement. Our reviewer had initially planned to use the bike on state park trails but discovered that electric bikes are prohibited there. The good news is that the battery is easily removable, allowing the bike to be used as a regular bicycle on those trails. This reviewer also appreciates the easy battery removal for charging, as they lack power in their storage shed. Overall, despite a minor hiccup with the control panel and a less than perfect manual, this client is happy with their purchase.
Alright, let's find out what our next reviewer has to share.
This reviewer is absolutely thrilled with their purchase, especially compared to relying on other transportation options. They found that using this electric bike to commute to work was a significant upgrade from a regular bicycle. The reviewer travels a total of 8 miles daily and found that utilizing pedal assist and the throttle, the battery only depleted to about 80%. Using mostly throttle dropped the battery to 60%. The client said that getting uphill is now easy without having to break a sweat. It has improved this client's quality of life a lot, being able to get to work faster and less exhausted, while still being able to exercise. Assembly, according to our reviewer, was surprisingly easy, even for someone with no prior bike building experience. However, they did encounter an issue with the brakes being too tight, causing a grinding noise. It took some trial and error to adjust them correctly, and they even admit to potentially weakening the brakes slightly in the process. The client fixed the brakes by loosening them, pressing down, then tightening them again. They recommend anyone facing this issue to search online for videos demonstrating this technique. The little light reflectors on both wheels came loose, but our reviewer simply pushed them back into place. The client wanted to make sure that anyone who has these same issues knows it is not a broken bike. Despite these minor hiccups, the reviewer emphasizes their overall satisfaction with the product's performance, adding that they were spending a lot of money on rides to work or school, and that the new electric bike saves them a lot of money in the long term. They highly recommend wearing a helmet due to its speed. After a month of use, their enthusiasm hasn't waned. They said that the bike has made going to work less of a chore. In addition, the client advises investing in tire sealant to prevent flats, especially if riding in areas with thorns or other puncture hazards.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer has been using this electric bike for about a week now, and overall the experience has been positive. However, the initial arrival was a bit rough. The box was quite damaged, showing clear signs of rough handling during shipping. Unfortunately, the issues didn't stop there. This client found that the headlight mounting brackets had been bent, likely also due to the rough shipment. Thankfully, this reviewer was able to fix them with some tools. One very important thing this reviewer wants to emphasize is the tire pressure. The sidewalls of the tires themselves are mislabeled, suggesting an inflation pressure that's way too high. The manual gives the correct pressure, and it's crucial to follow that, because if you try to inflate them to the pressure written on the tire's sidewall, you could seriously damage the tires, potentially causing the sidewalls to separate from the rim. Be careful of that.
That's it for this one. If you found this helpful, tap that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts? Questions? Let's talk in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.